A long time ago, a monk set out on his travels accompanied by his assistant. Night was falling when the monk told the brother to go ahead and to find lodging. The brother searched the deserted landscape until he found a humble shack in the middle of nowhere. A poor family lived in the hovel. The mother, father, and children were dressed in rags, and the brother asked if the monk could spend the night in their dwelling. "You are most welcome to spend the night," said the father of the family. They prepared a simple meal consisting of fresh milk, cheese, and cream for the brother and the monk. The brother felt moved by their poverty and even more by their simple generosity. When they finished eating, the monk asked them how they managed to survive in such a poor place, so far away from the nearest neighbors and town. In a resigned tone of voice, the husband told them how they managed to survive. "We have only one cow. We sell her milk to our neighbors, and they do not live very far away. We hold back enough for our needs, and we make some cheese and cream with the rest, and that is what we eat." The next morning, the brother and the monk said their goodbyes and set out to continue their journey. After the monk and brother walked a few miles, the monk turned to the brother and said, "Go back and push the cow off the cliff." "Father," the brother replied, "they live off the cow. Without her, they'll have nothing." The monk repeated his order, "Go back and kill the cow." With a heavy heart, the brother returned to the hovel. He worried about the future of the family because they depended on the cow to survive. His vow of obedience bound him to follow the orders of the wise monk. He pushed the cow off the cliff. Years later, the young brother became a monk, and one day he found himself on the same road where he had lodged many years ago. Driven by a sense of remorse, he decided to visit the family. He rounded the curve of the road, and to his surprise, he saw a splendid mansion surrounded by landscaped gardens and in the place where the hovel used to be. The new house exuded a sense of prosperity and happiness. The monk knocked on the door. A well-dressed man answered. The monk asked, "Whatever became of the family that used to live here? Did they sell the property to you?" The man looked surprised and said that they had always lived on this property. The monk told him how he had stayed in the hovel in the same spot with his old master. "What happened to the family that lived here?" he asked. The man invited the monk to stay with him as a guest. While they ate, the host explained how the family's fortune changed. "You know, we used to have a cow. She kept us alive. We didn't own anything else. She one day fell off a cliff and died. To survive, we had to start doing other things, develop skills we didn't know we had, and we were forced to come up with new ways of better doing things. It was the best thing that ever happened to us. We are now much better off than before." Sometimes the things that we are most comfortable with will hold us back in the end. So go out there and do something awesome today.